Thank you. My name is Al Mendez, and this is the Al Mendez Border Jazz Festival Band. We're glad to see so many people here tonight. I hope you're having a fine time. How about that group before us, Mainstream? Let's give them another hand. That first tune was entitled Four, and it featured Gene Lewis, Ricky Malachi, and Mr. Danny Garcia. And now we'd like to feature Gene Lewis on a tune which I'm sure a lot of you will recognize, Ice Castle. We'll go right into Tunisia after this, Mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gene Lewis is the vocal jazz director at the University of Texas El Paso, and that was a song called Ice Castle. The next tune was written by one of my favorite jazz artists, Mr. Dizzy Gillespie. And it's a tune I'm sure you will recognize, A Night in Tunisia. Thank you. Thank you. That featured our trombone section, and I want to introduce him right now. Starting on the left here is Mr. John Feeney. Stand up, John. John Feeney is the band director at Guillen Intermediate School. Next fellow next to him is Mr. Milton Aldana, student at University of Texas El Paso. The next gentleman is Mr. Eric Edwards, also a student at UTEP. And a very, very fine bass trombone player, Mr. Frank Otero, also from UTEP. And our lead player, who we are going to feature on a ballad right now, is Mr. Wes Wadley. Very, very talented young musician. Wes Wadley. That featured, Night in Tunisia featured Gene Lewis, Milton Aldana, Danny Garcia, and Mr. John Nielsen. Now we'd like to do another ballad entitled Feelings.
All right, Wes, let's do it, Wes. Let's go, Wes.
Here we go.
Yeah, blow that horn, blow that horn.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Now we'd like to do a little bit something different for you tonight. We want to do a little Latin jazz for you. A tune entitled Salsa and Pepper. Thank you. That featured Rick Malachi, percussion, and Mr. Marvin Parker on alto sax. While we're getting set up for our next tune, I'd like to introduce the members of the trumpet section. The first one on your left is Mr. Gene Lewis, the professor at UTEP. The next gentleman is Mr. Kenny Capshaw, owner of Bob Farley's Music Company. And another student from UTEP, a very, very talented and good player, Mr. Martin Huerta. Martin. Another fine player who also plays with the El Paso Symphony, Mr. Larry Curry. And another fine young player, Mr. Chris Parks. I'd like to introduce our rhythm section, which I'm very proud of. Piano, Mr. Cody Ritchie. On bass, Mr. Frank Baker. Guitar, Mr. Dave Borrego. And percussion again, Mr. Rick Malachi. And Mr. Adrian Brown. It's a fine rhythm section, very easy to work with, and they work very hard. I might as well introduce the rest of the members. The sax section. On your left over here is Mr. Jaime Olivas, also owner of the Bob Farley Music Company. Again, Marvin Parker, who just played a solo on Salsa and Pepper. Stand up, Marvin. Mr. John Nielsen. And Mr. John Bailey on Barry. I would like to feature our lead alto player on a ballad, which I'm sure you'll recognize. Mr. Danny Garcia.
All right.
plate HRM 938. HRM 938, please contact the ranger. HRM 938. Moving hard.
Yeah, go ahead and sit down. Before we play our last selection, I'd like to thank the Arts Resources Department, El Paso Federation of Musicians, El Paso Community Foundation, El Paso Friends of Jazz, and again they're selling t-shirts and souvenirs and everything. They'll be back here tomorrow. National Park Service, Music Performance Trust Fund of the U.S. recording industry. You've been a great audience. It's a pleasure to play for you. We'd like to end on a Don Lenza tune entitled Groovin' Hard. Also, I'd like to thank one person who deserves a standing ovation, and that's Mr. Bob Burns. Bob, where are you? Bob has worked very, very hard to put this festival together. Without him, we wouldn't be here. Thank you, Bob. 6 beats, one, and then to the drum, and then you guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
The UTEP Jazz Singers under the direction of Gene Lewis. Let's hear it.
Hey, thank you very much. Hey, how about a couple of these soloists we have up here? Sean Hicks. Tony Fraga. Hey, how about Ruben Gutierrez on piano? Well, that was Tangerine, of course. This next song is a tune that's kind of different from jazz, but it kind of falls in line with the type of thing that we're doing. It is a Billy Ocean tune called Suddenly.
you wake up and suddenly you're in love.
Okay, now we'd like to do a little jazzy type thing. It features on it the bass solo of Juan Lopez. This is For Once in My Life.
Once I'm afraid I can go when I please me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. Once I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before I knew someone warm like you would make my dreams come true. For once in my life I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once when it's something I know won't desert me, and I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say this is mine, you can take it, as long as I know I have love I can make it. For once in my life I have someone who needs me. Once in my life there's someone I needed so long, and now I'll go where love needs me, and so far I'll be strong.
Someone warm like you could make my dreams
Make my
come true.
dreams come true. I won't let sorrow hurt me, no, not like it's hurt me before. And I've got something that won't desert me, and I'm not alone anymore.
For once I can say this is mine, you can take it, as long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life I have someone who needs me.
Makes all my dreams come true. For once I can say this is mine, you can take it, as long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life I have someone who needs me.
Juan Lopez. Really good pianist. You know, I was just thanking my lucky stars that they didn't have to deal with music up here like I do, because my gosh, it's hard to hold down. It is just moving all over the place up here. In the meantime, we'd like to get into a real jazzy type song now and bring up Tony Fraga on the scat vocal. By the way, scat is an attempt by a vocalist to sound just exactly like an instrument playing jazz. That's the whole idea. For the longest time, jazz was the other way around, where actually all the horn players were trying to emulate or trying to make a sound like the singers. Now this is a case where the singer is trying to make a sound like the instrumentalist. This is a case of the blues.
the blues. All that starts to groove. When Gracie plays it up, everybody must stop and shout. Oh, they know that the blues are meant to sing about. They won't go away. They're gonna stay until you sing them out. So do what you gotta do. Sing it out. Now it's on to you. You know that's good. You've got to taste the blues.
And now I'd like to bring up Sean Hicks to sing the Neil Sedaka song, Breaking Up is Hard to Do.
Tell me that you're leaving. away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. 'Cause if you go, then I'll be blue. Making up is hard to do.
They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again.
I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can we give our love a brand new try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. Breaking up is hard to do.
They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. We were making up again.
I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can we give our love a brand new try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do.
Breaking up is hard to do.
Hey, son. John Hicks. John Hicks. Really good pianist on the piano. Acapella. Get that mic in between you and Wes. In closer though. Closer. Okay, good. Make sure you get right into that solo stuff on the pipe. Got it, guys? And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to do a little bit of Manhattan Transfer type music. Manhattan Transfer has really been doing a lot of fantastic things. Their latest album, called Vocalese, is just out of sight, as they call it, particularly with the help of John Hendricks, who has done so much fantastic writing of lyrics for so many of the different jazz songs. This is a tune called Acapella. It features our alto section at different times along on it. Yeah.
There's music in the air, little soul dancing everywhere. I would tell the whole world, I'd tell them if I could, that a little song into each life, make a finger popping good. Whoa, whoa. Pardon me, but you can use it. We're gonna make a little music. You got all the jokes loose now. We're gonna make a little music. Everything's gonna be mellow. Everything's gonna be mellow. Everything's gonna be mellow. Whoa, whoa. There's music in the streets, there's music in the air. Little soul beats dancing everywhere. I would tell the whole world, who would tell them if I could. Have a little song into each life, make a finger popping good. Whoa, whoa. Pardon me, but you can use it. We're gonna make a little music. You got those jokes loose now. We're gonna make a little music. Everything's gonna be mellow. Everything's gonna be mellow, yeah, yeah. Whoa,
How about Norma Sagado over here on the solo? All right. Okay, Norma. By the way, that Bobo Bobo that you heard was spelled B-P-O. Now, how in the world did you come up with that? Bobo 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 Bobo. Well, anyway, that's what we tried to do. Bobo Bobo Bobo. Okay. And now I'd like to bring up Tony Fraga and a couple of backup guys to do a piece called Four. And believe me, this is really quite a treat. We've been very, very happy this year to have with us Tony Fraga, who does such fantastic scat singing. We're really, really great to have him with us. By the way, every time you watch the Channel 9 news, he's behind the camera. At any rate, this is Tony Fraga, David Robinson on the tenor saxophone, and Tom Fraga on the trumpet. This is 4. Tom Fraga on the trumpet. Dave Robinson on the tenor sax. And Tony Fraga on the scat. How about that?
This is like some doom, right?
Yeah, this next tune is from the movie Dune. No, actually, it's the Manhattan Transfer tune called Spice of Life.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Down on the corner, there's a reason to smile when big shadows fall. Some kind of feeling that it's hard to deny once the neon lights start to call. People out there searching for action, daytime distractions slipping by all night tonight. Let's taste the spice of life. Usually until the morning light, what fantasy unfolds, and when love is low, caught in the madness of the summer romance and the moonlight rendezvous. Lost in the spirit of the sensual dance that can cast a spell over you. All we need's a night to remember, flying together on the highest line tonight. Let's take some time apart, little music and some candlelight. Passion is untold, and when it falls, I want you to know. So lay back and feel the heat. All you need is a night to remember, flying together on the highest line tonight. Let's taste the fire of life, little music and some candlelight. For the last of you untold, and let the flow all night. Let's taste the fire of life, music sweet until the morning light. For the last of you untold, oh, that's the only way to go tonight. Let's taste the fire of life.
There he is. Need it? Thank you. No. You did this great kid. Thank you, Ed. Right about this one, I'm going to put in that. Okay, now, everybody do the right step. Right step. Okay.
And now we're going to pull one out of the 1920s, and actually about 1928. This particular song is called The Varsity Drag. Varsity Drag, yeah, I'm sure you remembered it, don't you? Yeah, right. Yeah, I can imagine you with a raccoon coat on and a flapper on your arm, all right? Okay, well that's what this song is all about. It was a colored song way back then, The Varsity Drag. This is our one attempt at some kind of show magic, as they call it, in which we have some choreography. Not very much, I might add, because most of what we do is just strictly singing. But this has got a little bit of choreography in it, not much, like I say. The Varsity Drag.
We've all the stuff, knowledge, stuff we should be taught to dance.
And if you take, we're up to date, we teach you great. You, yeah.
Don't think that I brag, I speak of those bad. Why should the sheep learn how to speak Latin and Greek? That me, you didn't need my little complete, say it complete. That me, first lesson right now. You'll love it and how you'll love it. Here is the drag, see how it goes. Down on the heels, up on the toes. That's the way to do the varsity drag. I learned how to do what to do. You learn me, do what to do. Gets us lots of fun away the flag.
You can pass, maybe a class, whether you're dumb or wise.
If you all answer the call, when your professor cries, everybody down on the heels, up on the toes. Stay out of school, learn how it goes. Everybody do the varsity drag. That's the way to do the varsity drag. Gets as much fun away the flag.
You can pass, many a class, whether you're dumb or wise.
If you all answer the call, when your professor cries, everybody down on the hill, up on the toes. Stay after school, learn how it goes. Everybody do the varsity. You cannot resist the varsity. Everybody do the varsity drag. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'd like to introduce the members of the group to you. On our backup group, and we've talked a lot about him, we're very proud of him. Great to have him with us. Ruben Gutierrez on the piano. On the drums, John Garman. All right, John. And Bernie Flores on the bass. To your far left, that is Wes Wadley on the trombone. David Robinson on the tenor saxophone. Chris Parks on the trumpet. And Tom Fraga on the trumpet. Okay, and your front line here, and the front line and the girls here, it's fantastic to have them. We really, you know, we're going to be doing also, by the way, make sure that you're over across the street. About the 11th, 12th, and 13th, or I should say the 10th, 11th, and 12th, something like that. What is it? Oh, 12th, 13th, and 14th of July. Right. For the street festival, we'll be performing over there along with a lot of other groups. Right across the street in July. And on our front line, by the way, Liz Lopez has been with us before, but she took up the job of learning all this music in about 2 weeks. It's really fantastic. Liz Lopez. And on soprano also, Yvette Gonzalez. And of course you've heard Sean Hicks on soprano. Laura Castro on alto. Louis Reese on alto. Thomas Salgado on alto. Right. On this side, Jaime Quintanar on the bass. And you've heard from Juan Lopez before on bass. Juan Lopez. Hey, I think you've got it. Is that